The UK Medical Freedom Alliance is the UK's most recognised and respected organisation campaigning for your right to informed consent, bodily autonomy and medical choice, and supporting doctors to uphold these rights. We are the UK's voice of ethical medicine. Please visit our website at ukmedfreedom.org, where you will find full details of our open letters, our podcasts, campaigns, information and template letters. Please sign up to receive our newsletter and be notified of our new campaigns, open letters and calls to action and any other important updates. Watch out for us in the media as we make our presence felt in the mainstream media and other places, especially alternative media, and also on our own podcast. So while speaking of social media, remember you can find us on Facebook and Telegram, X, formerly Twitter. From an audio perspective, you'll find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favourite podcasting platform. And finally, on video, loud and proud on YouTube. But in particular, please go to our Rumble channel, which is the platform for free speech. Don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you go. And finally, on our website, you will be able to donate to us via donor box or buy me a coffee. Anything you can will help us greatly continue with this platform and our services. And with that, thank you very much. And now on with the podcast. Hi, welcome along to the UKMFA podcasts. My name is Ian Humphreys. This is a new look for us, actually, so those of you on audio unfortunately won't be appreciating this, but I have redesigned our interface just slightly, just to make it a little bit wider and brighter and not quite so cluttered, and I hope it's a nice refreshed way of approaching 2024. But what we're going to do right now is have a review of what we did in 2023. So, I think there's no doubt that UKMFA proved its capability as an alliance. We're called an alliance, and I think that's what really came through last year. We worked with lots of other organisations, both nationally and internationally, moving closer to what we really want to achieve, and that is our aim to be the UK's most recognised and respected organisation, advocating for every individual's right to informed consent, bodily autonomy and medical choice. One of the major campaigns that started last year, and I'll talk about what's happening this year, but is that we joined all the other grassroots campaign groups in the UK and around the world in opposing the World Health Organization's pandemic treaty and also the new and proposed amendments to the international health regulations of 2005. Our CEO, Dr. Liz Evans, explained these separate and unrelated issues in a three-part article written for the Conservative Woman, and of course in our own podcasts, pointing out that individually and combined they represent a major power grab. It's a threat to our national and individual sovereignty by what is essentially an unelected and unaccountable World Health Organization. We submitted a lot more open letters and freedom of information requests sent on various topics, and we continued using those to put pressure on our policymakers and regulators and holding them to account over unethical policies. Now, these included a joint open letter to Helen Stevenson for the Charity Commission, and that was regarding Andrew Bridgen's allegations that the British Heart Foundation had withheld data relating to cardiac damage caused by COVID-19 vaccines. A joint open letter from us with Doctors for Patients UK and Heart to the Director General of the WHO re-COVID-19 vaccine injuries was delivered and sent. In fact, I actually called in to the WHO in Switzerland, in Geneva, in an attempt to deliver that letter directly, and was actually asked to leave and send it by registered post, which was an interesting experience. Also, a joint letter, again, from us with Heart and Doctors for Patients UK to various constituents of Andrew Bridgen MP. Now, we also launched what you're watching and listening to now, the UKMFA podcast. It was an experiment. We wanted to test it out, see how it would go, but it seems to have done very well. We interviewed many wonderful and inspiring guests on various topics that relate to medical ethics. So far, we've interviewed people like David Curtin, Dr. Tek Kong, Anne McCloskey, Sarah Myhill and Jane Donegan. That's just a few of those that we interviewed. There were so much more, so please go down to Rumble actually and search Rumble and find our podcast there. Just put in UKMFA and you will find us. Also on Apple and Spotify, etc. And we're still on YouTube as much as we can possibly stay there, but obviously when we mention certain topics, we tend to be removed. Not only our own podcast, but other podcasters were inviting Liz Evans to appear and give her take on what is going on in the world right now. Notably, she attended a great podcast with Ahmed Malik, the Barefoot Mediator, and Doctors for Patients UK. But various others she's also attended, and she's really making her presence known, and her expertise is being very carefully listened to and understood. She's also written articles for The Conservative Woman, The Daily Skeptic, and we've made important short videos on our own platform right here, including topics that violate medical ethics, such as a GP practices pepper pig flu and COVID vaccine campaign, which was absolutely dreadful, aimed at children, and also one on the NHS Scotland leaflet regarding stillbirths, aimed at pregnant women and advising COVID vaccination. Something else we're going to do a lot more of this year. We gave our support to MPs, and obviously in particular Andrew Bridgen, who has been speaking out very much around medical ethics. So Emma Riley and I attended Parliament on behalf of UKMFA in support of Andrew Bridgen on the 20th of October. That occasion, I think, was pivotal on upholding medical ethics. Very, very important. It's been the launch pad for the further parliamentary debates that have subsequently taken place. It was a great occasion to visit and talk to our friends and colleagues too, and to further cement our alliance with people like Ros Jones, Claire Craig, Tony Hinton, Tanya Klemenko and Angus Dalglish. So finally, just very quickly, coming up this year, well, our witness statement is being drafted, and in fact I can actually say not only has the draft been done, the first draft has now been sent into Module 4 of the COVID inquiry. And of course we will do more vigorous campaigning around the World Health Organization's power grab. That's easy for me to say. And we'll be further tackling attempts to water down or even remove the sort of parental consent for medical interventions, especially in schools. We will work with Anna Rayner. Our presence will grow thanks to her and her expertise she's been offering us, and we'll do some more instant responses to current events. As I said, following the UKMFA podcast experiment, obviously a lot more frequent broadcasts are lined up and will take place this year. We're doing a lot of work on our website, so there'll be a new refreshed website for 2024. And following a very successful launch in 2023, there'll be some additional fundraising activities for 2024. And we look forward to seeing all those that want to come along and support us and enjoy a great social occasion and swap some professional stories too. So that's really, I think, all I can tell you now about what we've been up to. It's only a quick one. There's obviously a lot more detail we could go into, but please come down to our website, ukmedfreedom.org, find out all about us there. And I will catch up with you in the very first podcast for 2024. Great guest coming up. Thank you. Speak to you very soon.